Hello beautiful people and welcome to my channel. My name is Billie. I have a lot of friends that call me BillieB, and that's okay, that's cool. Okay, so today we're going to make what I call my Kringle mat. This is what, well, it's a template to help you tie a Kringle knot. For this, I used an extra 6x2 that I had around the house. And I have tied many knots on this board. But I'm going to show you how to make this board, except I was out of 2x6s. So I used a 1x6. I cut it between 9.5 and 10 inches in length. Let's see, I got a roller here. It's about 9 3/4. I sanded it really nice and smooth so that when I make my knots on it, it doesn't snag on the rope, and so the bottom doesn't snag on my clothes, because I usually just sit and do this in my lap while watching movies and such. But I rounded all the edges nice and smooth so it's not going to catch on anything. Once I have my board ready, I'm going to need nails. I got panel nails. They're 1 5/8 because I couldn't find 1.5. That's close enough. I will need 10 nails for this project, but I'm not going to dig 10 nails out of this big thing just now. And then I have a template that you can download online. I will have the description below on where you can download it, and I kind of center this on my board. Now you can take this and you can, scratch out with the end of a nail where the holes are and use a marker to mark your holes. I'm using a Sharpie. Or you can tape it to the board and rip it off. Throw it out when you're done. And then, oops, I missed one. Let's see if I can line this back up. So, that one goes there. Oh, there we go. Missed one. Okay. So then you'll have your 10 dots on your board. Number your dots and prepare to put your nails in. I have already done that on the other side of this board because this was my first YouTube video, and I'm not gonna lie, I screwed up the first one, because here when I was hammering, my camera kept going lower and lower and lower, and then you just couldn't see anything I was doing. So I've already numbered it, and I've written on the corner of my board that it's a Kringle knot, so I always know what kind of knot this board was made to make. So I started right here, and I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to take our nails and our hammer. Don't hurt yourself, people. It's a nail and a hammer. You start hammering these into the board. Doesn't matter which hole you start at or what mark you start at, but you're going to go around your board. And you're going to go ahead and get these in. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I spent some time in the Army. I have 5 wonderful children. Don't tell them I said that. They won't believe you. a funny thing that I did when my kids were growing up, you know, because they always wanted to know who I loved most. Because as kids do, you know, they always want to, you know who the favorite is. And I would tell them, I hate you all the same. I love you individually, but I hate you all the same. And they thought that was pretty funny. So, my kids always knew, you know, I'd die for them. Help them any way I can. And I've made some pretty strong individuals. I'm pretty proud of all my kids. They're doing their best. They're all hard workers. Some are a little goofy, but hey, you know, I'm a little goofy. So there's my nails started. And I like to take my ruler, and I like to get them about 1 inch to 3/4 of an inch sticking out. Usually if I'm using an 1.5 inch nail, I'll have them stand out 3/4 of an inch, just 3/4 of an inch. But I got a slightly longer nail, and I'm going just under the 1 inch mark because I don't want them poking through the other side of my board to scratch my legs and stuff while I am crafting, sitting on the sofa with it on my lap. Along with spending some time in the Army, I did 5 years. I ran a mainframe computer. Had my kids convinced for years that I was an idiot on the computer because I married a man who is a computer genius and let him just deal with all their little computer issues. But if he was traveling with his job, they would be amazed that I could fix their computers. It was kind of fun. Even now that they're grown and they know, they still forget that mommy knows some stuff. It's entertaining for me. I don't know about the rest of them, but it's entertaining to me. But I've got 34 years in Girl Scouting. 11 as a girl and the rest as a leader. So I got them all measured in, a little under 1 inch. So there's my finished board, and we're ready to rock and roll to make a Kringle knot. I always double check and run my hand across and look to make sure there's no nail points sticking out to snag on my clothes, and there's not. So let's prepare for the next video where I actually show you how to weave your rope on here to make a Kringle knot. And maybe in the next video, I'll tell you a little bit more about myself. Y'all have a great day. Love each other. Bye-bye.